How to cap your own supplements. First, separate the two caps. Put the long ends in one bowl and the short ends in the other. Take the spring-loaded base, place them on the high sides on top. Block that edge. Put them in there and shake them, small circles, till you have most of them in there. I think that's just about it. Dump the excess back in the bowl and remove the top part. Push them down and make sure you don't have any upside down and all holes are filled. I've got one in the corner. When you're sure of that, put them down. Then I like to put this one on next, facing this way. This is going to hold your supplements in place. So then take this piece again, put it on the smaller piece on top. And dump them in.
The small ends?
Yes, the small ends. You'll probably get more of these the wrong way around. Seems to always be the case. Still ends up being faster than doing 100 by hand. Dump the excess in, take the top off, and then look for any that are upside down or missing. I use a toothpick just to push them out so I can put those in individually. I'm also missing one, I see. Some missing ones over here. I've got a few more left. If you have small fingers, you can probably do it yourself without a toothpick, but I have rather large fingers. Okay, so once you're sure they're all correct, you grab this other piece that has indentions on the side. And this is the important part. These have to be up because these holes are tapered. If the indentions are facing up, you've done it right. If they're down, when you go to turn it over and cap them, they'll fall out.
And you've colored your indentions black.
Yes, mine are black so you can see them. So put them on top like this and then set this aside. Now take your supplements and don't dump it everywhere like that, but quite a bit of it. I like to shake them to cover it because it seems to be a bit faster.
Or you could use the card tool that comes with it.
Yes, I'll show that in a second. That way any excess falls in here, that's why I'm covering over that.
But you still want some excess remaining on top.
Because it makes it easier when you're tamping the things down. If you have excess, it goes a little bit faster.
So that way you don't have to keep adding more supplement while you're tamping, right?
Yes, and depending on how much moisture is in your supplement, they will either tamp down pretty quick or not. The drier they are, the more they seem to fill. So, see, I'm pushing them down in here, tamping them down a little bit.
And then you're moving it around and then...
A little bit, but
okay.
The first time and each time you do a little bit different. I'm just trying to fill the holes in without getting it everywhere. Again, you can use the card if you want. If you were trying to make less of a mess than me, I just replace my paper towels when it gets dirty. I find this is the fastest way. Definitely not the cleanest. So they're almost full. Just needs a little bit more.
How hard are you pressing?
I'm not pressing hard at all. You don't need to. Just push until it wants to stop, and that's it. Okay, so you'll get to a point where like this, knock the excess off of this shield for the side, put it to the side. Now you definitely want your card. Now if you want to make sure they're absolutely full, you can go back and forth a couple times. They'll fill them into the very, very utmost. Do it over this part and just put your excess back in your container. Alright, that's about as full as you can get them. Alright, put this back down. Now grab the small capsules that you did earlier.
The combo.
Yeah, so hold them like this. Hold them at the indentions, the easiest way, and then just flip them 180. Push them down like that, and then grab the four corners and push down firmly. Make sure they're all coming up when you lift. If they're not, you can quickly put it back down and push them. But this, once you flip them over, I like to push them down even further till they lock, so they're smaller. Especially if you're going to be, if they're the larger capsules and you're going to be swallowing them.
Well, and just in case they didn't lock together as well.
Right. Occasionally you might get a defective capsule, top or bottom. You might have one left in there, but it won't make any bigger mess than I did when I missed dumping that in there. So like this one feels defective. But then take this. Yeah, see it is. It's coming out. You can feel it.
Okay. So it must not have.
It's broke. You can see the
Yeah.
capsules in there's broke. So
right, it's not the machine. It's just that the capsule itself
Right.
is broken.
then just grab something to dump them in. Like this one's defective, so I'll hold it so I don't get all the supplements in there. Flip it over. That's it. Now I can try and recap it or dump it. It's up to you. So that's it. I hope it helps.